is the Robert Holden 2017 City Council campaign. We're standing here in my backyard in front of headquarters, my garage, grassroots campaign, and we have somebody today that I consider the best elected official in the city of New York, the state of New York, one of the best in the country. I can't say we don't know, there's a lot to cover. However, this is the gentleman that he stood with us every single step of the way in battles around the city, from homeless shelters to attacks from a council person. He stood with us day in and day out. He stood with the civic associations. I don't know of any civic that wouldn't back Tony Avella. And again, he is the ideal elected official, and I'm really proud of all the endorsements my opponent got. I'd rather have just Tony Avella's, because that's how much I respect him. So I'll introduce Tony, Senator Tony Avella.
Bob, I want to thank you for that endorsement, but we're here about you today. And I can't tell you, it's really a privilege to be able to stand here and endorse Bob Holden for City Council. He has been a great civic leader for decades. He is somebody who knows the community, who understands the issues. And as many of you know, I started out as a community activist. This is the type of person we need in government today. Not the political hack, not somebody who's come through the political clubs, but somebody who's actually been on the ground each and every day, knowing what the issues are for his fellow neighbors, and working to address them. I am just thrilled to be here to support his candidacy. When he's elected, and we say when he's elected, he will probably surpass my record in the city council as being an independent person and doing the right thing for not only his neighbors and his community, but for the entire city. I urge everybody in the Democratic primary to come out and cast their vote for Bob Holden. He is a great civic leader, and he will be a great council member, and I'm just proud to be able to here to endorse it. Thank you.
Now, just a little history. Tony and I go way back, and I think we were much younger, and we had dark hair. I don't know, I guess you had
blonde hair,
but I had dark hair. And you worked for Koch, Ed Koch, and that's how we met. And he was a liaison to Ed Koch, Mayor Koch, and we worked on a number of things, from restricted parking around Juniper Valley Park he helped me with. He helped us with obviously representing Elmhurst when this area was called Elmhurst. The community board would not recognize that. Tony Avella stepped up and helped us get that recognition. So I worked with him so many things, and we forgot so many that we worked on. But I appreciate, again, like I said, there's a guy you can always turn to. Civics can always turn to for anything, any advice. We call him a lot. We adopted him for a couple of years as our council person. When our council person went rogue on us, and he came and he stood up for us. And we actually used him as our council person, and I called him, and he solved a lot of the problems at that time. So, and the rest is history, so to speak, what happened to that council. But Elizabeth Crowley now wants another term. She agreed only to serve 8 years originally, and it actually came out against Bloomberg's attempt to overturn term limits, but yet took advantage of the little loophole that she has to serve 3 terms, and actually more than 3 terms. So this is where we get a career politician, just with a name. She came in with a resume of just her name, and the name is not so good anymore. The Crowley name, obviously, in the courts and all the feather bedding that's going on. We see a change in this district. We see people coming out and saying enough's enough. And again, to get an endorsement, again, I'd rather have whatever she has, dozens of endorsements from elected officials who automatically just put their name on the county. This gentleman has been a maverick. He stood up and for his district and for the people of the city of New York. And hoping one day, I know Judy's not going to like this, but I hope one day he'll step up and actually become mayor of the city of New York. But I know Judy's making faces. Quiet there. Anyway, thanks so much. And any questions from the press? We have a question. right, we got to get a question.